Hello again guys, welcome again to my channel. Today we're going to talk about geometry, specifically on how to find missing angles. Complementary angle I already mentioned in my previous video. If you haven't seen yet, please head over to it because there you see the intense explanation about it. To further explain, let me solve one example. Like what I have said, complementary angles are angles that adds up to 90 degrees. Let me call them angles A, B, D and angle D, B, C. So to review, complementary are angles that sum up to 90 degrees. Now to easily remember, letter C stands for corner and letter C can be formed as 90. Now we are ready to solve and find the missing angle. So to find the missing angle, it says here that angle A, B, D is equal to 42 degrees. Therefore we need to find the value of angle D, B, C. So, since it is a complementary angle, the sum adds up to 90 degrees, we only need to subtract 90 degrees minus the given value of angle A, B, D, which is 42 degrees. 90 degrees minus 42 degrees equals to 48 degrees, so the value of angle D, B, C, is 48 degrees. Next, let's proceed to the next type of angle, which is supplementary angle. So again, let's have some review about supplementary angle. Supplementary angles. Two angles are supplementary when they add up to 180 degrees. When the two angles add to 180 degrees, we say they supplement each other. Supplement comes from Latin supplere, to complete or supply what is needed. Two angles are supplementary if one of its angles is acute angle and another angle is an obtuse angle. Both of the angles are right angles. Let's review on how to easily remember. You may think of S of supplementary angle stands for straight line. This means that it forms 180 degrees. For example, if you had given that two angles form supplementary angles and you are provided with one angle and asked to find the other angle, you can easily find the other angle using the formula. Angle A equals 180 degrees minus angle B. Look at the figure and let's solve it. Our given is angle E, F, H equals 112 degrees, so let's find out the measurement of angle G, H, F. As per the formula, we only need to subtract 180 degrees to the given value of angle H, F, E, that is 112 degrees, and that will give you 68 degrees, and that's gonna be the value of angle G, H, F. Understanding how parallel and perpendicular lines relate can help you figure out the measurements of some unknown angles. To start, all you need to remember is that perpendicular lines intersect at a 90 angle, and that a straight angle measures 180. When two lines intersect, they form two pairs of opposite angles, 1 plus 3 and 2 plus 4. Another word for opposite angles are vertical angles. Vertical angles are always congruent, which means that they are equal. Adjacent angles are angles that come out of the same vertex. Adjacent angles share a common ray and do not overlap. So, how do we know the value of the three angles when there's only one given value? This image shows two intersecting lines, angle 1, 3 and angle 2, 4. They intersect at point 0, forming four angles. Angles 1, 4 and 1, 2 are supplementary because together they make up the straight angle 4, 2. Use this information to find the measurement of angle 1, 4. For most pairs of intersecting lines, all you need is the measurement of one angle to find the measurements of all other angles formed by the intersection. Having said that, we are now ready to find and solve for the missing angles. You know the measurement of one angle. To find the measurement of the second angle, subtract 117 from 180, and that is 63. Now that we have the values for the opposite angles, applying the rule whichever the value of equivalent or opposite angles are always the same, meaning we already also have the measurement for the remaining two angles, which are 117 and 63. Alternate angles are angles that are in opposite positions relative to a transversal intersecting two lines. In four corresponding pairs that have the same measure, so therefore are congruent. We call angles on opposite sides of the transversal alternate angles. If we have two parallel lines and have a third line that crosses them as in the figure, the crossing line is called a transversal. When a transversal intersects with two parallel lines, 8 angles are produced. When a transversal intersects two lines, the two lines are parallel if and only if alternate angles are congruent, means equal in measure. So the main rule to this figure is if these lines are parallel and intersects with one line, means the angles that are at the same side are equals. Again, to get the value of the missing angles, we only need to subtract the given angle from 180, and that will give you 135 degrees, and so on and so forth. The picture above shows two parallel lines with a transversal. The angle 1 is 45 degrees. Is there any other angle that also measures 45 degrees? 1 and 3 are vertical angles and are thus congruent, which means angle 3 is also 45. So that's all again for today.